Hello, this is Mr. Shabalala, and today we are going to talk about teamwork. I assume that everybody knows what teamwork is about because we all play sports and do various sporting codes in school. So, yes, I'm going to talk about teamwork. But then again, before I carry on, my high school teacher, his name was Mr. Gunta, he used to say something very interesting about teamwork. He used to say, assuming makes a donkey out of you and me. So basically, if you spell assume, it is ASSUME. So if you make a sentence out of those letters, then you will understand perfectly well what Mr. Gunta used to mean. So, teamwork. When a team comes together, it is obvious that different personalities will be trying to work together towards a common goal. Now, the question you should be asking is, how will different people work together efficiently towards a common goal? Well, a man, or is it a woman, I'm not quite sure, called Meredith Belbin had this exact same question. He sat down and, in a not so creepy way, he watched groups of people work painstakingly and slowly. He watched these people. Then, at the end of all that watching, he wrote all his findings down and he developed what is now known as the team dynamics theory. There are many of these theories around, but we focus particularly on Meredith Belbin's team dynamics theory. Dr. Meredith Belbin's theory can be separated into three groups. These groups are thinking, people, and action. And under these three groups, there's an overlap between the 9 different roles. So the 9 different roles are 1, the plant, 2, the resource investigator, 3, the coordinator, 4, the shaper, 5, the monitor evaluator, 6, the team worker, 7, the implementer, 8, the completer or the finisher, and 7, the specialist. Now, a little bit of a description of what these roles are. So the plant are those people who will normally come up with new, different and unique ideas. These people are innovative and they are free thinkers. They see the bigger picture in everything. Then the resource investigator. These resource investigators are those people who are well connected. They seem to have no trouble at all creating new connections. They are well connected, they have excellent networking skills, and they seem to be able to be excellent at organizing different activities and the team in general. They are never short of enthusiasm. Then you have the coordinators. These people will be the people who will be the chairperson or the chair people of the team, the leaders, if you will. They are well organized and they are very much focused. They can identify and acknowledge other people's strengths and weaknesses. So they're very good at delegation. So if you are a manager, these people are the type of people that you normally look for because they will probably know the team way better than you would. Because they, more often than not, the people who will be interacting with the team on a regular basis more than management. So they tie in a little bit the resource investigator. Just be careful in that they can be confused if you're not too careful. You have to have an eye for this. The shaper is very good at focusing on specific tasks, and they will normally be able to help other people achieve where they are not able to achieve. They like to challenge authority and they like asking difficult questions. So the best thing is to not be too aggressive with them, accept the questions that they ask, because chances are that they ask these questions because it comes from a place of concern. And if you do not acknowledge them, then you may actually run into problems that they could have foreseen. The monitor evaluator often see problems clearly and they make good decisions based on analysis and on a broad approach. Just be careful with monitor evaluators. They can bring morale down. They are not very good at motivating people and they can be critical and unenthusiastic. But just like with the shapers, you shouldn't be too hard on them, because now if you actually listen to their concerns and make them bring them onto the table, the best thing is to actually ask them, okay, so you see this problem, how do you suppose we sort it out? If you try to shift their thinking into a more positive perspective, then these people can actually be your gold mine in terms of solving problems that you also could not have foreseen. It becomes very easy to find this problem and see a profit in solving this problem and not actually be able to foresee other problems that may come in solving that problem. And if you find people who will actually bring this up and show you where your flaws are, then your idea can go the extra mile. A lot of the times you find that people will tell you that, business studies is easy, this is an easy subject, but why is it that there's so many failures when it comes to new startups? And then the team worker. The team worker is that person who will get important tasks done. The benefit of having them, though, is that they are very good negotiators. They will hold the team together. And you need people like this, because then where there are problems, they are the go-to people, the action-orientated people who will actually be able to negotiate prices down. They'll be able to talk to people when other people can't, and they will actually be able to solve the problems. And then you have the implementers. They go hand in hand. They are able to turn ideas into actions. They are dedicated to the team and the team's objectives, and they will be able to do the work that team members avoid. If I was a good manager, I would actually put these guys into the same group. I think Belbin also did this, if you actually look at the diagram. And then there's the completer or the finisher. These people are the perfectionists. We all know people like this. They take great pride in their work, and they will not turn it in until everything is done to perfection. But now the problem with these people is that they can take a lot of time in doing their work, and they will find it very difficult to delegate some of their work to other people, because they are afraid that these people will not do the work as good as they are doing it, or they will do it. And then you have the specialists. The specialists are very reliable, and they're very involved with their area of speciality. They are hard workers. They will conduct the research and solve the problems. The problem with specialists is that they may lack interest in doing anything that is outside their narrow field of view. So now when you take these 9 roles, these 9 different roles, and you make them work together, you have to do so in a harmonious way. These people can work and build on each other's strengths, but if you're not too careful and there's no harmony, then these people can be very disruptive and no work will get done. But if you do it harmoniously and you put them together perfectly and create a perfect balance of all the team members, just as the overlap with the diagram, you will find that whatever task that you have will be done to perfection. It will be done to the T. Because now where some people will lack, some people will be able to pick up on that and be able to do what is necessary to fill in the gaps. So in essence, that is what team dynamics is. It is the interaction between the members of the team, their personalities and their characteristics, and how they will work together with each other based on their different roles to actually make the team work. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this lesson useful and very much informative. Please check out my other lessons and remember to subscribe, share, and ring the notification bell. Before I also forget, please also test your knowledge with the question of the lesson in the links below. Thank you.